Morning everybody, I'm back outside of an awesome local Lowe's. This is Cricket Nature. My name is Allie. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope you check out my Patreon. There isn't much there yet, but it's awesome and I will start to fill it out and that'll go really well. These are some beautiful spruces. There are some, I think, green thujas in here. There's also some that have some very obvious damage going on. I bet those will end up getting marked down at some point. What have we got here? Emerald green arborvitae. I can never say that right. I know I don't say it right. They're beautiful though. There's a lot of really healthy trees out here. I know some things are going to start going on major clearance because fall is here. Look at those beautiful mums, guys. They're so nice. Those are some of my favorite colors right there. In fact, my two favorite colors, the oranges and the maroons, and I think they're fantastic. My daughter is particularly fond of the purples over there, the purple pinky ones, and one of my mother-in-laws really likes the yellow. So I'm actually in a great place to see all the colors that I know people love, and that makes me ecstatic. All right, we're gonna move on. We are with the next row are those Rebecca. What are you guys? Ooh, coneflowers. Cheyenne Spirit coneflowers. That's lovely, guys. Love flowers. Oh, look at these beauties. What are you? The blue balloon flowers. And what's really interesting to me about these is that I have these growing on my property and they just come up randomly in different places and it's kind of cool. I'm guessing that somebody had planted them a long time ago in that area and they seeded and did well. Look at you. What are you? Dark blue. You are a dark blue, moody blue speedwell. I've never heard of that, but they are really pretty. Look at that. It makes me think of lavender, honestly. Well, several other things too. Mint and some mints bloom in a very interesting stalkway. I love it. Some mints. It's most mints. Look at those guys. Those sedums are beautiful. Those are some excellent bee crop right there, by the way. So if you are encouraging bees and pollinators and you don't have a lot of flowers in the fall, this is one that will absolutely make the bees ecstatic in your area. I've got a couple of them at the ends of my sidewalk by my house, and they're very large. They've been there for years, and they are just ecstatic. Look at that honeybee. Oop, there he goes. Making all of our days and lives better by pollinating. We love that. Ooh, what have we got here? It's the pepper plants. And they're so pretty. They really are. Oh, there they are. Ornamental peppers. Those are the chilies. Those are so cool. I wouldn't buy that because I'm more of a practical person and I would rather have non-ornamental things. I'm particularly non-fond of ornamental trees, ornamental fruit trees. I would much rather have properly bearing fruit trees with good viable fruit, in my own opinion. Have some more mums. That just beautiful field of yellow going on. I love it. Fall is prime for planting. That is correct. I'm going to be digging up a bunch of daffodil bulbs and spreading them out throughout my property. They've done really well for a few years now and they're really spreading. They're really filling out and I need to separate them. Look at the beautiful petunias. That is a lovely plant. Look at the colors. Look at, that is just fantastic the way that they've got this set up. Hey everybody, look at that. The smells coming out of here is just amazing. Just amazing. I love it so much. I gotta see what these purple things are. They're so pretty. It is a magic purple aster. And that is actually a really good sized pot. I'm not happy about how prices have gone up so much for things that don't seem like they should honestly go up, but they are really nice. Oh, and this is lovely. And I don't know if you can tell the difference here. This section over here is a darker purple. And this section here is a more pink purple. And then There's another darker purple section, which is really cool, especially right next to the crotons. Crotons. Oh, look, more cone flowers. More crotons. Ooh, look at you. What are you? Hibiscus. Adore head over heels. Let's see. Look at that. Large, eye-catching pink flowers. There's no flowers on them right now, but that color is beautiful, guys. That is a nice color for a plant. Oh, look at these. Look at these. Lemon thread. False cypress. Now these are beautiful. I'm not particularly fond of them. I know they are really beautiful. I just don't like the way they weep. What have we got here? Ooh, bird's nest spruce. That's pretty cool looking. Not nearly as pokey as you might think it is either, but they are $30 for that little pot. Granted, they are going to get pretty big. Now, I really don't like these. Orange Rocket Barberry. And I don't know if you know about these guys, but if you get them, they have thorns all over them, and they hurt really, really bad. Especially if you're like me and you're like, ooh, pretty plant. Oh no! It totally happens. Let's try not to touch this either. This is a Navajo thornless blackberry. Well, then I could touch it and it would be fine. That's pretty amazing. I don't see a price on this. Oh, I do. Navajo thornless blackberries, $14.98. And I want to say that is probably a really good deal for a thornless blackberry, even without knowing exactly how large the berries are going to get. That's a good deal. We've got a lot of wild blackberry on our property, and it is not fun trying to pick. I'm going to say that without any kind of hesitation. I found myself at the last section on the outside. We've got some interesting fig trees, some flowering. What are you? You are a flowering dogwood. Now these guys are really pretty tall. To be honest with you, they're several feet taller than I am, and which is awesome. There are some plums and apple trees, some shade trees. I don't know what kind of shade trees you are. Ooh, a green weeping willow. That's nice. You know, something we have planted on our property are os trees, and they are actually triple hybrid willow os trees, and they are fantastic. But to be honest with you, willows need so much water. So much water. Even the os trees that we have that are easily established and drought tolerant once they are, they don't get enough water. Where are you? I can't see the top. Oh, no I can't. Let's see, can I see the top on this one? There we go, a blue point juniper. It's $45. It's landscape focal point upright growth habit. A lot of the information on these tags, ends up being incorrect, unfortunately, and is generalized. Makes it very, very difficult to actually take care of your plant. Let's see. Water, average mature size, spacing, cold hardiness, fertilization, attention. Check for bee hazard warnings. More info. Does not say anything about being pest or disease resistance, which is something you guys really need to look for. If you're going to get any kind of an evergreen, you want ones that are disease and pest resistant, and they really aren't. So good luck with that, guys. All right, we're going to move into the Lowe's. Here's something I find really interesting. These are yuccas. Now, if you don't know about yuccas, they are plants that live an incredibly, incredibly long time, and they're definitely worth your time. In the fall, they will send up a 5 to 6 foot flower spike. And that's pretty amazing. And I mean, these guys are so tolerant of everything. We're talking about drought, pests, disease, and they just keep coming back. Some people actually will call them the century plant. I've heard that quite often because some of them have been around for more than 100 years. And they're still going and they still produce babies. So it's pretty awesome. What sucks about it a little bit though is that they are so high priced. But if you're getting a plant that's probably going to last you 100 years, I think it's a pretty good deal, honestly. Found something here called a Hicks U. I've never seen anything like this before, and it is covered in berries. Look at that. Most likely non-edible, but it is really interesting looking. And they've got let's see if I can get this. They've got like a hollow, funky center around a little, I don't know, it looks like a little flower bud inside of it, but it is really pretty. It is really, really expensive. It's $69 for this tiny thing, but I'm betting that it is something awesome. To be honest with you, just because I have never seen anything like that before. And right here, we have a weeping blue Atlas cedar, $117. And I mean, they've got it just beautifully bonsaied. It looks so nice. There's a sea green juniper, some more of them, some green thujas here. They look really nice. What have we got here? Ornamental grasses. That's nice. They've got everything so beautifully set up out here. You guys, I know we don't appreciate our workers enough, but they take pride in their work. And I appreciate it so much. I appreciate all the beauty, the flowers, the time they take to place things. It's just so nice. Here I found some nice, more beautiful, some more nice and beautiful mums. They are $3.98 a pot, which is fantastic. I think that's absolutely awesome. Here we have, oh, what are you, Caladiums? It doesn't even say, oh, yes it does. It says fancy Caladiums. It's a snowdrift. They are very nice. Look at that. Just lovely. Oh, look at that. I'm not even saying names. My brain is not working with me on my names. It's Coleus. I should have known that. I've grown it. Coleus, if you didn't know, is very prolific. It doesn't come back every year, but you can take one of these stalks, you can cut it, you can put it in water, and it will root, and you can actually keep it alive in your house for quite a long time. And it is amazing. They do flower, and they do go to seed. Oh, look at those. Those are some little ones, and they're beautiful. Look at that color. And I love it when they have the green edging. The green edging is so nice. Sometimes you can find these multi-purpose pots. I say that. There's a bunch of different stuff in there. It says there's a croton, a sansevieria, and a fern inside. Well, let's see. Well, yeah, it looks like exactly like what that is. And they are very nice. I'm not a big fan of multi-purpose pots like that. Just because a lot of the times the stuff that's in there doesn't have the same growth requirements, light, water, fertilizer, and that can kind of be an issue if you're really trying to keep everything together and not separate it and let it be, beautiful and by itself for a while. And look at the hostas. I am a big fan of hostas. Now we move on to some ferns. And they're looking really nice. Look at these guys. Yeah. What are you? High Hopes Coral Bells. Well, that's pretty. That's a lovely plant. Look at that. And we've got our awesome ferns up top. Hanging basket. Here we have the Majesty Palms, which are fantastic and beautiful and great for places like hospitals and doctor's office, any kind of an office really. They're not generally a fantastic home plant though. They do tend to require extremely high light, a lot of moisture and humidity, and they get spider mites really easily. So if you bring any produce in your house, there's a chance you're going to end up with an issue there at some point. Oh my goodness, look at you. They've got these nice multi-pots again. Got some ivy in the bottom, and then what are you? I actually do not know your name. Whatever this is, I don't have one of. It looks like a monstera. It is obviously not a monstera. Oh, it's just an alocasia elephant ear. That helps. So the little vine is a jasmine minima, which is really pretty. Look at that color, guys. Look at that. And then this is just a regular elephant ear, but it is beautiful and it is massive. It's done really well in that little pot. Absolutely. And we've got some nice, huge ZZ plant pots. And these aren't very expensive. If I remember correctly, these are like $15 or $20, and that's not bad. They are massive and huge. I love every bit of this. Oh, look at the calathea. Look at the pretty calatheas. Got some nice pothos, some more of the ZZs, more pothos, more pothos. Oh, dracaenas, some crotons. There's so much here. There's some little fiddle leaf figs, oh no, Ficus elasticus. My bad. I have seen some fiddle leaf figs though lately. Ooh, look at you guys. It's a beautiful calathea. I'm not fantastic with everybody's names yet, mainly because I don't own a lot of these. We'll say I own a lot of these, but particularly the calatheas, I like them. I really like prayer plants. I'm particularly fond of marantas. Oh, look at the gardenias. That's nice. And there's actually two different kinds of gardenias here. Look at how beautiful those leaves are. Look at how different they are. So this one is a foolproof gardenia, and this one is a diamond spire gardenia, and they are gorgeous. Just absolutely beautiful flowers this year. I have found the Fiddle Leaf Fig area. It's so big. There's actually quite a few here, and it is right next to the monsteras. More Fiddle Leaf Figs. Mass canes that are looking really good, and it looks like they're about $16, I think. Yeah, mass canes, and that's a good price for those big pots, to be honest with you. Oh, look at the dragon trees. You got the Dracaena marginatas, and they're also $15.98. But it actually says some of these are been marked down from $15.98 to $11.98, which is pretty awesome. Oh, look at that. Plants of Steel. I like that y'all put Plants of Steel on there, but most of the time there isn't a correct name. It just says Plant of Steel. Oh, Halloween displays. Look at the happy little guys. Jack-o'-lanterns. I love it. I love that people do Halloween wreaths now. I think that's fantastic. Look at that dude. Look at that pretty girl. She's so cute. We've got all the pumpkins. Yes, that pumpkin is actually that color, and it's not quite that color, but it's doing it pretty decent justice. It's actually a little bit more green, more of a teal color, and it's beautiful. But look at that. Look at the decoration, and I just love it. I love the way they feel. Yeah, it's something you could put out and use for years. They've got pumpkin pillows. Squishy, squishy. It's fantastic. Different fuzzy ones and different materials. Oh, look, some actual throw pillows. I've got these giant garden collection like potpourri things. Yep, potpourri. Pine cone burgundy potpourri. That's pretty cool looking. We've got our little yard guys, and they are fantastic, along with that pretty little guy right there. Look at that happy jack-o'-lantern. Here we are back on the inside. There's most likely nothing new in here, but I like to look, especially on Fridays when I'm already out and about and I'm going to be doing some shopping. There are some decent plants in here, some ferns, some neon pothos, some arrowroot. What are you? White butterfly. Let's see, white butterfly arrowhead plant. This is Syngonium podophyllum. Very pretty. Very pretty little guys. Look at that. Look at you. You're a superba, huh? Petunia argyronura. No, I don't know how to pronounce that. We'll just stop there. But it's beautiful. We've got some ivy. I don't recommend ivy for anybody, inside or outside. It's really, really not a good plant. Stop planting it. Stop making it take over places. It's not a good plant. Gives you spider mites. Almost always going to give you spider mites. Look at that beautiful fern up there. Oh my goodness. I'm going to take you down. Oh, you have one of the big leaves, the cover leaves. You see that big brown bit down there? That's awesome. This is a really, really healthy staghorn fern. Wow, I'm like surprised. I usually don't see ferns, that type of fern, that healthy in here. It must not have, I don't think it's been here for very long. Probably would have dried out by now. And they usually do if they've been in here for more than a week or so. Which is not cool. We've got some of those interesting skinny protons. Look at that. They're pretty cool looking. And giant palms. And we have the giant palms. Change my view a bit, give you guys a little bit more of an area to see here. It's so nice though, just being back here, surrounded by plants, making my day feel awesome and making me feel awesome. Look at all that. And now we're going to see the clearance racks. a little sad. Hasn't changed much since I was here the other day. There's still the same Adansonias. I think they may have added one. That's okay. There is some sad Fiddle Leaf Figs in there, some aloes, some dracaenas, pothos. There's so much up here, to be honest with you, and a lot of these are not in very bad shape. They would do really, really well if they were taken home, given a good shower, some fertilizer, and maybe some new soil if necessary. I picked one of these up the other day, and I'm going to make a video on it for you guys. I hope you like these things. It is some kind of Rhophidophora, and it's a shingle plant is all it really said on its tag. So I might have to look into that more and find out some information. It's doing really well so far. That doesn't mean I'm taking care of it properly. Here we have the aloes. I'll let you guys know a secret. If you get an aloe from the store, you're going to get mealybugs. It's not their fault. They're just addicted to aloes. It happens. It's a highly, highly juicy plant. They love it. Oh, nice displays. They're looking so good. I've really filled in quite a bit of this just since the other day when I was here. Oh, look. Oh my goodness. Look at everything down here. There's some Synapsis. There's the Trubii Moonlight. The ZZ Raven. We've got, oh my gosh, I can never remember your name. What are you, a Mosaica? I bet there's no name. I hope there's a name. It's called Network. Okay, Calathea PP0005. Propagation prohibited. Okay, well, good to know. I don't like your name. I'm sure that's just because I'm like, network? Why would you want to call it a network? Calathea Network. Interesting. Very interesting. Still have the same Georginanthus salatus. They are not looking too bad. They're all right in there. And the Baltic root Pothos. There's so much over here. There's some more not pretty, but still healthy, I'm sure. Monstera's back here. Let's see. Oh yeah. No, you got some damage going on. They are very nice though. And I really like them. Monsteras are so prolific. You honestly don't need to have a very healthy plant because it doesn't take very long for them to get past where they've got these damaged leaves and give you new growth, because they do. They just push out a lot of new growth. At least mine does. I've had really good luck with it giving me a lot of new growth, and that makes me really happy. Here I'm going to end my nice day in the plant store of Lowe's. This nice big box store. There's some beautiful, oh gosh, look at that. It's just beautiful. Totally worth my time coming in today just to look. You guys have a great day. Just a little bit more footage before we go. Hopefully I can get a picture of it decently. That is a Peperomia serpens. And it's flowering.